Counter-Strike has been more than just a video game. For over 25 years, it's been the definitive competitive shooter shaping esports, creating legends, and even building a billion-dollar skin economy. But how did a simple Half-Life mod from 1999 become the Counter-Strike 2 we know today? To know this, we're gonna have to dig a little bit deeper. It all started back in 1999 when two modders, Min Le and Jess Cliff, created a Half-Life mod called Counter-Strike. It wasn't flashy or polished, but it was groundbreaking. Instead of run and gun chaos, it empathized tactics, teamwork, and strategy. But the goal was simple: you either played as a terrorist planting the bomb or a counter-terrorist trying to stop them. By the year 2000, the mod exploded in popularity, so much that Valve, the creators of Half-Life, officially acquired Counter-Strike, and that decision would change gaming forever. Counter-Strike 1.6 became the foundation of competitive FPS. For years, it dominated internet cafes and LAN parties across the world. This was the version that truly built a culture. Frag movies circulated across the internet showing unbelievable headshots and perfect clutches. But most importantly, Counter-Strike 1.6 gave birth to professional esports. Early tournaments like the Cyber Athlete Professional League and the World Cyber Games turned local heroes into global legends. Names like Hedon, Spawn, Forest, and Neo defined what professional play looked like. For nearly a decade, 1.6 was the gold standard. If you played competitive FPS in the early 2000s, you played Counter-Strike 1.6. In 2004, Valve launched Counter-Strike Source. It looked great running on a new Source engine, but the competitive scene wasn't impressed. The movement was off, recoil patterns were inconsistent, and many pros believed the skill ceiling was lower than 1.6. Valve pushed hard for Source to be the future. The Championship Gaming Series even tried to make Source the face of esports.
It's Counter-Strike Source!
For a short time, CS was on TV with big salaries. But when the Championship Gaming Series collapsed in 2008, the competitive Source scene collapsed with it. For many, that cemented the idea that 1.6 was the true competitive Counter-Strike. By 2012, both 1.6 and Source were showing their age, so Valve took another shot at reviving Counter-Strike with Global Offensive. At launch, CSGO wasn't received well. Many members of the community felt that movement was clunky, the graphics were too cartoony, and many veterans dismissed it as another failed sequel. But Valve didn't give up. They listened to the community's feedback and rolled out consistent updates, and slowly CSGO started to shine. The competitive scene shifted fast. By the end of 2013, CSGO had its first major DreamHack winter. Ninjas in Pajamas dominated with their legendary 87-0 LAN streak. Soon after, Fnatic built a dynasty, then Astralis ushered into a new era of tactical Counter-Strike, changing how the game played at the highest level. But CSGO wasn't just about esports. In 2013, Valve introduced skins. What started as a cosmetic design turned into one of the most valuable in-game economies in history. It all began with the Arms Deal update. For the first time, players could open cases, unlock skins, and show off custom designs on their weapons. What seemed like a small cosmetic feature completely transformed CSGO. The Arms Deal created a new layer of excitement. Every case felt like gambling with digital gold. Some players pulled ordinary skins worth a few cents, while others struck jackpots with knives with ultra-rare finishes. This single monumental update is what kickstarted the entire Counter-Strike skin market. Suddenly, CSGO wasn't just about headshots and clutches, it was about collecting, trading, and flexing digital items that could be worth hundreds or maybe even thousands of dollars. The skin market gave rise to a massive online ecosystem. From trade-up contracts to gambling controversies, skins became almost as famous as the game itself. In the process, CSGO exploded in popularity on Twitch and YouTube. Looking back, it's impossible to ignore what CSGO accomplished. Over its 11-year lifespan, it built one of the most dedicated communities in gaming. Tens of thousands of maps created on the Steam Workshop, thousands of professional matches, and a skin economy that turned pixels into fortunes. And speaking of skins, this video is sponsored by Skinflow. Skinflow is a site I personally use where you could buy, trade, and instantly sell your CS2 skins with new offers daily and plenty of different withdraw methods. They also have a rank system where you can earn rewards the more you use the site. Make sure to use code DROPPCS for a 2% bonus on your balance. Link will be in the description, and huge thanks to Skinflow for sponsoring today's video. In 2023, Valve surprised everyone with Counter-Strike 2. Built on the Source 2 engine, CS2 brought modern visuals, dynamic smokes, and improved servers with sub-tick technology to the game. The launch wasn't perfect. Some players felt CSGO still had an edge on how it felt and how polished it was. But as the updates rolled out, CS2 began to settle as the new generation of Counter-Strike. Pros started adapting, tournaments made the switch, and the community started slowly embracing the new mechanics. One of the biggest upgrades came from the Source 2 engine. It completely overhauled how the world looks and feels. Surfaces now react to light, reflections bounce naturally, and maps like Dust 2, Mirage, and Inferno look almost photorealistic. It's still the same iconic layout, just reimagined for a new era. While it's still evolving, CS2 carries forward the same competitive DNA that kept Counter-Strike alive for more than 2 decades. From a small Half-Life mod in 1999 to LAN cafes packed with players to stadiums with millions watching online, Counter-Strike has defined competitive gaming for over 25 years. 1.6 gave us legends, Source tested our patience, CSGO built an empire, and now CS2 promises to carry that torch into the future. This week I'm giving giving away $50 in Skinflow balance. If you want the chance to win weekly giveaways, join the Discord with the link in the description. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. If you want to see the craziest Counter-Strike conspiracies, watch what's on screen.